Here we go again with Sanctuary of Reality in my comic review series. Right now we're featuring Church and State Chapter 10 in Cerebus issue 61, the first story of which is titled Stormy Weather. It's a stormy night over the Regency Hotel, and surprisingly, Red Sophia, despite being a fearless warrior, is scared of thunder and lightning, hiding beneath the covers next to the incredulous Cerebus. But who else will be joining her? Another cute quickie of a tale. I like Cerebus reminding us of Red Sophia's barbarian side, since that's something that she hasn't been doing much of since getting married. It's kind of a shame, really, but it's another side to her. You know, it's a different, the book's in a different place, and so is she. Next is Cerebus Was, also known as Something Cerebus Was. Cerebus writes some more on governing in a hammock. In it, he talks a little about how Astoria was running things the first time around, and begins to wonder about how he could possibly stop Weishaupt, who's running things now. Cerebus pauses in his writing and crumples up the paper and rewrites the chapter to be about how Astoria was never running things. She was just reminding him of what he was supposed to do. But Cerebus trashes that draft too. Finally, Cerebus begins to write a list of how to stop Weishaupt. What will be the solution? I believe this is the last time that Cerebus writes on governing. As I said before, I kind of would have liked to have seen him finish it, but ultimately it's just another dead-end subplot that kept Cerebus busy until he was put into the position that he's ultimately been put back into and the one that he's heading towards. So this is a good little story. I'm going to miss on governing. Next is Mrs. Tinsdale Clyde's tea. Mrs. Tinsdale Clyde has tea with a pair of women and tells them of her meeting with the Prime Minister from 2 issues ago. What will be their reaction? That's all. Next is Powers. Bishop Powers ponders aloud to a fellow priest about the situation with Weishaupt. He has to come up with a suitable nominee for pontiff of the Eastern Church. What will he come up with when he has a sudden inspiration? This is basically a prequel setting up things for the next few issues. It's important in a few ways, the main of which is to reiterate the situation of the Western Church and what specifically Powers faces in this alliance with the United Feld War States. Finally, we have a story titled Boom. Feeling magnanimous, Weishaupt lets Cerebus ask any question. He chooses one that we may all have. How exactly did he convince Lord Julius to join the United Feld War States? Weishaupt reveals it was through his own magic. Taking Cerebus upstairs onto the windy roof, the president shows him exactly what kind of magic he has. What explosive secret does he have? Well, that certainly answers that. Certainly a surprise and will be very important to upcoming issues. So this concludes the anthology portion of Church and State. I did enjoy the short and snappy variety of tales that we've had, but I don't think this experiment worked as well as it possibly could have. We're still in the High Society 2 Prime Harder section, so this has kind of felt like the storyline spinning its wheels waiting to get going. There's been a little bit of progression, little bits of it in there peppered throughout, certainly. But overall, most of these stories have been filler. I personally don't mind what a lot of people would call filler, since to me it's usually character building. And I love these characters, so I can't really complain. Next time, Weishaupt has a few appointments.